Okay, ambiguous. Okay, so here's the situation. We have an angle, we'll be given an adjacent and an opposite. But depending on the opposite, that's what creates different scenarios. Okay, so if the opposite is longer than that one, the adjacent one, there was only one triangle. And if the opposite was shorter, there could have been no triangles or two triangles. How do I mathematically know? Sign test. Okay, the sign test would have an error on that one. And the sign test would work on that one. I just taught it a little bit different and applied. Okay? Okay, so that's kind of a thing to think about, but I'm just going to do the one where we have the double. This is the question where we have the double. Okay, so here we go. The ground. The angle of 28. The adjacent side is 10. So the opposite thing is the important thing that I try to fit in later. All right, so if this is 10, 9 would be a little bit shorter. So can you visualize me doing like a grandfather clock pendulum? If I could swing 9 around from this top, how would I swing 9 around? It would hit the ground where? Right there and right there. Okay, I'm going to color code this. So here's our goal. We want to figure out the triangle's third side. So it says solve for both sides. So 10, 9, and what? That's one of the triangles, right? Make sure your triangle has 10, 9 in it. And then there's another triangle that says 10, 9, and what? Those are the two things that I need you to be getting. Did you always remember that your triangles are one acute and one obtuse? Right? And I am not trying to find this side of this triangle because that is not 10 and 9 in it. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. 9 over sine 28 partnership equals 10 over sine B. So pair, pair. Okay, from here on out, everything's going to have two options because there's two triangles. So we have to have two things for every 2B angles, 2C angles, 2 side C's, right? Okay, do we remember how to think about that other option? What would we do to get the other option? Do you remember what it would be? The 180'd of it. Okay, so that is across from 10. So let's go up to our triangles. We have 2 across from 10s. Across from 10 in the orange, across from 10 in the blue. Can you visualize where the small one would go and where the big one would go? Okay, acute, obtuse. It's a visual. Okay, so now I'm ready to go to my top angle. So my orange top angle, so we got the 28, the 148. And I'm going to have a blue top angle. So the other blue corners are 28 and 31.4.
Can I keep this guy's part?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to give you a formula sheet on that one. Okay, we're good with our top angles. So, 2 angle B's, 2 angle C's. So now let's go to 2 side C's. So I'm going to keep the 9 and sine 28 equals. The orange C is across 3.4. And then repeat. And the other C is across 120.6. Okay, so remember that there's always the 2 options for angles, the 2 options for sides.